I just encouraged them to respond in some way, and this was what they came up with. Can you breathe? With mirrored letters to implicate the viewer in this controversial moment that New York is living.
Hi, I'm Naomi Enright, and I'm a Diversity Associate at Horace Mann School.
And I'm Nicky Enright, and I'm an art teacher at Riverdale Country School.
I did a workshop entitled Invisibility and the Census, and it was essentially examining how the census racial and ethnic categories have changed over time, and how you didn't even have the option to choose a multiracial category until 2000. So it was sort of talking about how these categories reflect the climate of the country at the time and its history and sort of the direction that we're headed.
Great. And what about you, Mr. Enright?
I did a workshop that I called The Invisibility of White Identity, which is about white privilege ultimately being something that is not meant to be seen by white people. So white people are taught to think of themselves as individuals, even at the same time that people of color are taught to be members of groups.
When I made the decision to teach, I didn't need certification for independent schools, and I didn't have it, and so I was like, okay, that's a segue for me. And I started subbing at Riverdale Country, and then I was at Philston for like half a year, back to Riverdale Country, and then Manhattan Country for 8 years, and now this is my first year at Horace Mann School.
I mean, the basic answer for why I teach in independent schools is because they will have me. You know what I mean? And actually, but after many years of being here, I realized that I also am playing a role in diversifying these environments as a role model to students of color. And also, you know, what I wanted to add about why I'm teaching here too is that the idea that you know, what you see in me, for example, as a Latino male of color, at an independent school function, at a party, in a faculty meeting, whatever it is, what you see in me normally might be the person who's serving you food or serving you drinks or guarding the door or going to be sweeping up after your party, you know? And so my presence here is also kind of this statement that says Latinos can be on the faculty as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Revolutionary.
A revolutionary, radical statement. I can teach, and furthermore, I'm not even doing the typical thing that Latinos do in independent schools, which is teaching
language, right?
I'm teaching art and creativity and doing things outside of the box, and then also marginally I'm involved in diversity.
What's the name of it again?
The name of the show is called Respond.
Respond.
At Smack Mellon Gallery, and in today's Times it's got a huge article written by Holland Cotter, one of the best art critics that New York ever saw. And my piece is mentioned, and I'll send you an image of it if you want to use it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, and I highly recommend a visit to Respond.
What time does it close?
It's a gallery, so it probably closes at 6 every day, but the show won't be done until the end of February.
Okay, we're going to go see it.
Yeah, and it's free, and you know, it's a cheap date, you know.
Cheap date. Well, on that note, thank you so much, the dynamic duo Enright, as well, Mr. Dwight Vidal, for doing what you do, for inspiring our children. My daughter has been in front of each and every one of you and has amazing things to say, so thank you for being her role models.
Thank you.
Bye.